Have you ever felt one tiny sensation somewhere in your body and suddenly your mind is racing, convincing you it's something serious? You know, it starts out small. It could be a flutter in your chest, a tightness in your throat, or a random twinge somewhere that you never even felt or noticed before. And before you know it, your brain spins out. What if this is something bad? What if they missed something? What if it's too late? This is what we call health anxiety, and it's much more common than you might think. But what's even more important about knowing about health anxiety is that you can reprogram the way your mind responds to it. And so that's exactly what we're here to talk about in today's Mindful Monday. Now, if it is your first time joining us, feel free to type where you're coming from, any questions or comments you might have in the comments section. You can also put any topics you'd like to hear about in the future. We love to hear that as well. All right. Also, you do want to make sure that you stay until the very end of the video to find out how you can receive a few free gifts. So lots of fun there. So let's talk more about health anxiety today. That's what we're here to discuss. So I'd like to help anyone who is suffering from it overcome health anxiety using the powerful tools of hypnosis and NLP, otherwise known as Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I like to use them kind of as sister sciences in hypnosis in my private practice too. All right, so you might be wondering what exactly is health anxiety, what defines it, if you will. And that's a great question. So let's be very clear. Health anxiety is not about being weak or irrational. It's about your brain trying to protect you. It's just doing so a little too aggressively. And once that negative loop starts, it's really hard to shut it off. And here's the typical pattern. 1, you start feeling something unfamiliar or unpleasant in your body. 2, your mind starts jumping straight to that worst case scenario. 3, you start Googling or WebMDing symptoms or scanning your body obsessively. And then 4 is you seek reassurance, maybe from doctors, loved ones, or even online strangers in this day and age. And then 5, there is that sense of temporary relief, but it is only temporary. It's a loop. And each time you go through it, you're reinforcing the belief that something must be wrong with me or with you, right? And so we don't want to be reinforcing negative feedback loops. Now, here's the truth. You're not broken. You've just learned to associate bodily awareness with danger. And through hypnosis and NLP, of course, we can rewire that. Now, of course, this does not mean that you should not see a doctor if something new does come up, physically, mentally, whatever. You want to have, your annual physicals, take good health care of yourself, use common sense. However, if you've seen a medical professional and been told that nothing's wrong, you might be experiencing health anxiety, particularly if you recognize the loops that we've been talking about. And we can certainly help you with that. So this is not meant to be instead of seeing a doctor, just to be quite clear. So let's talk about the science of this fight or flight, this negative loop, if you will. So when your brain senses a threat, whether it's real or imagined, remember the subconscious mind doesn't understand the difference between real or imagined, it activates your sympathetic nervous system. So this is the fight or flight. Your heart starts to increase, it's going faster, your breathing changes, your muscles tense up. This is survival mode. But with health anxiety, the perceived threat isn't outside of you, it's within your own body. So you can't run from it, and that makes it feel even more intense for most folks. Now, what hypnosis does is it helps to calm this hypervigilance by bringing your nervous system out of fight or flight and into the rest and digest, or parasympathetic. NLP then helps to shift the meaning behind what you're experiencing, making this even more powerful. So instead of something like, this must be serious, you begin to think, this is just a passing sensation and I am perfectly okay in this moment. And that really changes everything. When you're telling yourself these things, your subconscious mind is, of course, listening, and that really makes a big difference. All right, so some common thought traps that occur in health anxiety are going to be the following. And we all experience certain aspects of this, but let's talk about the more common ones. So let's bring awareness to the specific cognitive patterns that you might recognize. There's cognitive distortions, of course, such as catastrophizing. It's probably something life-threatening. I'm going to die, right? There's that black and white thinking. Either I'm 100% healthy or I'm absolutely doomed. We have filtering. I'm only focusing on the bad sensations. We have reassurance seeking. If they tell me I'm okay just one more time, then I'll believe it. And we have that checking behavior. Let me scan that again just in case, right? So these thoughts, they feel automatic, but they're actually programs and they're not truths. So the good news is that what has been learned can be unlearned. And of course, new things can be learned, because when we do create a space in something, we want to fill it with something. So let's make sure we fill it with a positive thing. So let's break the loop with a guided experience. Now, of course, if you're driving a motor vehicle, operating heavy machinery, doing anything that you need to stay alert to, please pause now and return to this when you can safely close your eyes. If, of course, you are in a safe space to join us, then I'll invite you now to go ahead and close your eyes down. That's right. Good. Now take a nice big breath in through your nose. Just let it out nice and slow. And as you do, you can feel your chest rise and fall. And now again, we'll take another nice big inhale in. Exhale out. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw relax and release. With each breath, let your mind gently begin to settle more and more. And now imagine, sense, or feel as if though you were standing in front of a movie screen. And on that screen is a familiar moment where health anxiety kicked in for you. Maybe a moment when you felt a strange sensation, or it could be you had a wave of panic about something going on within. And just observe it without judgment. Notice like you're watching a movie. See yourself on the screen, noticing the feeling, reacting, spiraling into that old familiar pattern of worry. You are the observer, not the character. Allow the movie to play, yet watch it with distance. Now imagine taking that screen and moving it farther away. That's right. Now shrink it down. Fade the colors so they're dim, maybe even black and white. You can turn the volume way down if you're hearing your voice. That's right. Now hit pause in your mind on that mental movie. Next, imagine stepping behind the screen. You're going to rewind the film backwards and in black and white all the way to the beginning. Watch yourself moving in reverse. You're calm, you feel fine, you laugh, you move freely. That's right. Now hit play again. Yet this time, imagine a new version of this scene. This time, when you notice the sensation, you take a deep breath in, exhale out, feeling grounded, telling yourself, my body is always communicating and I am safe. See yourself walking through the moment with confidence and calm, smiling, relaxed, trusting, happy and grateful to your body for sending you these signals. Now step into that version of you. Feel how they breathe. Feel how calm and safe they feel in their skin. And let that feeling spread through your entire body from your head all the way down to your toes. Say to yourself, either in your mind or out loud, I am safe in my body. I trust the signals of my body. And I can choose calm. Let that truth settle in. Letting it settle in like warm sunlight on your skin, like roots grounding you deeply into the earth beneath you. You are okay. You are safe. That's right. And when you're ready, slowly begin to bring yourself back. Take a nice big breath, wiggle your fingers and toes, open up your eyes, feeling calmer, clearer, and more at peace. Now, this was just a quick little demo. It wasn't personalized or customized in any way, but why did this work for even a little bit, right? Well, the process you just did, it combined the power of hypnotic relaxation with NLP submodality shifts. So you told your nervous system, you don't need to panic. You told your brain, this is just old programming. You told your subconscious, we're creating a new story now. This isn't a trick, it's actually neuroscience. And when done consistently, it begins to transform how you experience your body, your thoughts, really your life. It's a great practice. Now let's talk about the next steps, because we really want to keep this momentum going. We don't want to go backwards. So number 1, practice short hypnotic resets such as this on a daily basis. Even 3 to 5 minutes can be very valuable. Number 2, label the spiral if you catch yourself going into it, saying this is just the thought loop. It's not a medical emergency. Number 3, visualize calm responses. Mentally rehearse choosing calm when the sensation does come up. Number 4, you can always work one-on-one with a hypnotherapist. Personalized sessions go even deeper into the roots of fear, and they can be customized too, as well as the recordings. Number 5, limit checking and Googling and WebMDing and all that stuff. Each time you resist the urge, you're weakening the loop. Now, one final thought. Remember that it's your mind's job to protect you. It's been doing that, but just a little bit too well. And now it's time to teach the mind a new way to protect you, with calm, with trust, and with inner safety. Now with hypnosis and NLP, you're not suppressing fear. You're not replacing it with anything else. Well, you are replacing it. You're replacing it with a calmer, a wiser way of responding. It's not meant to be a band-aid, though. It's meant to be a learning process so that you can continue to do this. Now, your body is not the enemy, it's your ally. And it's time to live like you trust your body again. And isn't that a wonderful thought, right? For those of you who suffer from health anxiety, it can be really impinging upon life and happiness. So if you would like more one-on-one assistance with this or any other issue, really, feel free to email me at unwindthemindllc@gmail.com, or you can visit the website unwindthemind.com. We can set up a free strategy consult call. You can also comment mindful below to receive that free hypnosis audio, the gift I promised you, on releasing limiting beliefs, as well as our weekly handouts, which are basically PDF cheat sheets of what we cover each week, because you deserve peace. So let's make this your new normal. Thanks for joining. I hope this has been a great and useful practice for you today. Have a wonderful Mindful Monday.